What does it mean from your experience when you say you want to push your overall level of development to evolve? What does it look like? How does unified therapy help us do this? And there are other healing processes that can do this?
Yes, it's funny because recently in the cinema there was a film called Lucy, and it was based on the premise, what would it be like if we used supposedly more than 10%? It's also often said that, which is actually not true. We actually use a lot more space than that. But theoretically, what would a human being be like if they could access and sort of develop new pathways? And the premise was based on that. And the sci-fi gives her super normal or super types of powers and stuff. But in practicality, what we're trying to do is, yeah, we do believe that the human brain and human development can be pushed or assisted, I don't even want to use that word, to develop in such a way that it would give it, yes, extraordinary abilities. And I know that in my practice, and I know that in my own life. And one of the key areas, of course, we've talked about it a lot, is the, again, it's still theory, but it's called the middle prefrontal cortex. It has nine major gifts, let's put it that way, if one develops it, because it's not a given. It's sort of on its way of developing in your early life, and doesn't really, supposedly, again, theoretically, doesn't usually get developed into your 20s or 30s. You can use the equipment. But it gives us these, which I would call superhuman abilities, the ability to regulate, pick and choose emotions. I mean, just imagine what that be.
Right.
So there would be no such thing as a bad day or a good day. There would be times when you would want to feel sorrow or suffering, and there would be times when, you know what, I'm over with, as opposed to being stuck in epidemic today of anxiety or depression. So, and then the ability to, we know it exists. It has the ability to self-regulate. So that means you could pick up on disease before it ever was a problem, early. And that's the biggest thing. I think one of the major things that Unified is discovered is that humans have the perceptual abilities, but they were never developed or numbed out. And with that, you lose the ability to feedback, to pick up disease, or pick up just even a muscle tension or tightness. Most people say, oh my God, my back is tight. Once you have that ability, you can self-regulate. You can move, you can twist, or just putting conscious there alone, all of a sudden the pain begins to evaporate. But also that it's bidirectional, meaning that the body as a whole, the nervous system as a whole, is trying to give you information about your environment, saying, this is a bad choice, this is a bad food, this is not a good job for you, this is not the right person. And many, many people that they know this is such a common thing, they often make very bad choices and perpetually choosing the wrong person, or the wrong job. And this is one of the big things that came out of one of the largest public health studies that ever done by the CDC, was that many of the chronic illnesses of adulthood and diseases are, in fact, our experiences that we have earlier in life, and then the bad choices, the continual bad choice that we make. And we know that choice is bad many times, but we feel powerless.
Yes.
So here at Unified Therapy, we've been able to identify those areas of the nervous system, the brain, those perpetuations, and to help a person break out of those cycles.